Welcome! This is a video about using the WRAPIX-XL, about how you install it on your flash and how you care for it. So we're going to open it up. It'll come in a bag such as this. Set that to the side. Now if you have the WRAPIX, one of the first things you'll notice is that this is a WRAPIX and this is the WRAPIX-XL. It is considerably bigger. The diameter of the front is considerably bigger too, and it makes a much softer light. They both have their place. The regular WRAPIX is super portable. It works great for softening light. Typically, if you have both, I would recommend using the WRAPIX as a background hair light, and then always your main as your bigger, softer source. So, let's take our flash. One of the differences between the WRAPIX and the WRAPIX-XL is the way it fastens on. First, we're going to undo it. There's an elastic cord that fastens around this. Really doesn't matter. It's sort of in the middle, so you can pull it over the top or over the bottom. It's about the same either way. It unrolls, and then just like the WRAPIX, it's where we store our diffusion cap. Okay, so let's look at the WRAPIX. You'll notice it has a smaller circle here in the middle. The WRAPIX-XL is not designed to go on a camera lens such as the WRAPIX. So it is only designed as a reflector and a diffusion source for your standard speed lights. It'll still fit all speed lights from small to big, but like I said, it's not meant to go around your lens. So we're going to take it and we're going to install it in a similar fashion as we would on the WRAPIX. The one difference is on the regular WRAPIX, we talked about keeping this button clear so that you can change your angle. When you're using the WRAPIX-XL, really that's not applicable because you want to slide it down. It needs more of a grip. It's a much deeper light source and it needs a better grip on the head. So really you're going to put it down right to the bottom of the head. The head will stay up. The head will not swivel once it's on. So that's one of the differences. So we're going to hold it down here, go in about halfway, and we're just going to wrap it around. And that thing is on there. That's not going anywhere. Okay, so we won't be able to tilt the head on this one. We're just going to use it straight as is. So we're going to take this, put our diffusion cap on here. Let's actually slide it over here a little bit. Just pull it over the top. We'll have to adjust that out a little more. So then we're just going to pull that tight. Okay, it's a nice source there. That is a very large light source. So what happens when you have it on a stand is you have a swivel head, so it's mounted like this, and then you can aim it up and down so you don't pivot the head, because this needs to stay on there tight. And so since it's so much deeper than the standard WRAPIX, it needs to have a better grip on the head. I mean, if you look at where that one goes, you know that's got to be at least about 1.5 inches, 2 inches deeper there. So to undo it, we're going to undo it here. And you can use it just like the standard WRAPIX, as just a reflector. If you haven't watched that video, the one important point is that you can flip this wide angle diffusion screen down, and when you're using it as a standard reflector, that pushes the light out against the walls and keeps this really soft. So depends on what you're going for. If you're going for really hard light, then flip the diffusion screen back in. But if you're using wanting it to keep it soft but still sort of have maybe a sort of a bearable effect, I would flip that down. Okay, to take it off, we just undo it. Just like the standard WRAPIX, there is no fasteners that you need to install on your camera flash, so you can keep that as new. To roll it up, it's almost identical to the WRAPIX. You'd wad this up in a ball. You would start at the side that's all the way white. You can hold it here, and you just keep that top rolling. Again, this edge right here, if you can keep this edge lined up following this outside edge here as you roll it, it'll keep its nice cone shape. So as I mentioned before, I usually just hold it up against my chest, and then you just roll it up. Okay, now this does not have the Velcro that the regular WRAPIX has. So what it has instead is this elastic, as we saw in the very beginning. I usually just pull it over the bottom. Works equally well going over the top, but whatever works for you. The couple things about the WRAPIX-XL that's similar to the WRAPIX is that you may feel some hard creases in here. That'll go away with use. That's not a a defect, it's just a characteristic of it when it's new. These are very rigid and will hold their shape, so that's sort of just a characteristic of it. As also mentioned, this is sort of where your diffusion cap is, and these are left a little bit long for you to decide how you want to deal with it. But I would not put a clip on this and attach it to the back of a bag or something along those lines, because it will pull out. I mean, maybe I can't pull it out now, but I still wouldn't trust it because it's just really sort of wedged in there. So keep that in mind. Store it rolled up or flat. So don't fold it. So with the WRAPIX or the WRAPIX-XL, do not fold it up and stick it in your bag. Those creases are going to just get too hard. So always store it rolled. And that's it. So watch the other videos on proper use of this. I've made videos out there, and stay tuned.